Let's travel back in time to the beginning of Japan. Japan, a land of beautiful scenery and amazing stories, has a history that goes way back. Old books like the Kojiki and Nihon Shoki tell us that Japan's emperors are related to the sun goddess Amaterasu. This idea has shaped Japanese culture, making people respect nature and believe the emperor is special. One cool story tells us how Amaterasu's grandson, Ninigi no Mikoto, came down from the sky to bring peace to Japan and start the line of emperors. His great-grandson Emperor Jimmu is thought to be Japan's very first emperor, ruling a long time ago, around 660 BCE. While some people disagree about the exact dates, these stories teach us important things about what Japanese people believed a long time ago. Ancient Japanese people believed in lots of gods and spirits called kami, who lived in nature. Big mountains, quiet forests, and rushing waterfalls, everything in nature was special and holy. This belief, called Shinto, is still part of Japanese culture today, teaching people to care for the environment and live in peace with nature. These old stories, told and retold, made Japan's culture unique, shaping its art, writing, and beliefs, and they're still important to Japanese people today. The Kofun period, from around the year 300 to 600, was a really important time in Japan. Powerful rulers appeared, giant tombs called Kofun were built, and Japan started talking more with other countries in Asia. During this time, one imperial family became stronger and stronger, getting ready to rule the whole country. The Kofun period is named after those huge tombs, shaped like keyholes, that were built for important people. These tombs, often with water around them and decorated with clay figures called haniwa, show us how skilled the people were at building and art. The haniwa, showing warriors, animals, and everyday things, teach us about how people lived and what they believed back then. Japan learned a lot from China and Korea during this time. Buddhism, a religion from India, came to Japan around the year 600. Buddhism changed Japan a lot, inspiring beautiful temples and new ways of praying. The Kofun period also saw rich and powerful people start to control lots of land, becoming very influential. This time prepared Japan for a strong central government with the emperor in charge, a system that would last for hundreds of years. The Heian period, from 794 to 1185, was a time of beautiful art and court life in Japan. But it was also when a new kind of warrior appeared, the samurai. These skilled swordsmen followed a strict code of honor called Bushido, and they would become very important in Japan. Samurai weren't just fighters, they were supposed to be educated and good at things like poetry, writing, and the tea ceremony. Bushido, the way of the warrior, taught them to be loyal, honorable, brave, and willing to sacrifice everything. Samurai had to serve their lords completely, even if it meant giving up their lives. Because they were so good at fighting and always followed their code of honor, samurai became very powerful. In the late 1100s, a samurai named Minamoto Yoritomo won a big battle and became the first shogun, starting the Kamakura shogunate in 1192. This began the feudal period in Japan. The shogun, a military leader, was the real ruler, while the emperor was more like a symbol. The shogunate system, where military power and loyalty were most important, lasted for almost 700 years. Different families ruled as shoguns, each changing Japan in their own way. The Ashikaga shogunate was a time of Zen Buddhism and art, while the Tokugawa shogunate brought a long time of peace, but with very strict rules. For a very long time, Japan stayed separate from the rest of the world. But when an American named Commodore Matthew Perry sailed to Japan in 1853, everything changed. Perry wanted Japan to start trading with the United States, and this changed Japan's history forever. The Tokugawa shogunate, weakened by problems and unable to say no to the West, was overthrown in 1868. This started the Meiji Restoration. The Meiji Restoration was a time of huge change in Japan. The new government wanted to make Japan strong so other countries couldn't control them. They got rid of the old feudal system, made a modern army and navy, and sent students to other countries to learn about science, technology, and government. The Meiji government built railroads, factories, and new cities. Japan also made a new constitution in 1889, making it a constitutional monarchy like some countries in Europe. The Meiji Restoration made Japan into a modern country, ready to be important in the world. But these changes were hard. Old ways of life were challenged as Japan learned new things from the West. Even so, the Meiji Restoration helped Japan become a powerful country in the 1900s.